Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. An Arlington father is in jail, charged with the death of his 5-month-old daughter.
Arlington police say the baby had multiple fractures and also a serious head injury. And this is not the first time that father has been accused of violence. Fox 4's Calvert Collins is at the Arlington Police Department where that suspect is in custody. Calvert.
Well, that's right, Heather. Edwin Andrade Ramos was arrested on Wednesday for a domestic violence assault dating back to August, when his common-law wife reported to police that he broke her nose only 8 days after she gave birth to their daughter. Investigators say he was the last person to care for baby Marjorie last week before she became unresponsive.
It is a shock, a very serious one too, because they're right next door.
Cam Hurd was accustomed to seeing the occasional police officer show up at apartment 215. He says 6 months ago, domestic violence calls became more frequent, but rarely followed by arrests. Edwin Andrade Ramos and his common-law wife had a child together, 5-month-old Marjorie.
They would normally have their baby in the stroller most of the time because they're traveling by foot, so they, would normally tend to keep the baby close in the stroller.
The baby's mother works overnights at the nearby Walmart, leaving Marjorie and her 2 older children in the care of Andrade Ramos. The same was true January 28th.
I came home early that morning after getting off from work and realized that our 5-month-old daughter was a little non-responsive. She was lethargic, not eating like normal, and so was concerned. And then as the day went on, she realized that the child was becoming less and less responsive, and by the time paramedics arrived, she was actually unconscious.
Investigators say baby Marjorie suffered severe head trauma and dozens of injuries. She died 1 week later on February 4th at Cook Children's Hospital. The same day, Arlington police arrested Andrade Ramos for an August assault on the baby's mother. He later earned the charge of serious bodily injury to a child.
They had enough information to indicate that father was in custody and care of her at the time that she was likely injured, but they don't have exactly what occurred and what caused her injuries.
Next door neighbors tell me they often heard Marjorie's giggles and cries and will miss her sweet smile and disposition.
She was the sweetest little thing ever, and it's like, how does this happen to a little baby that hasn't done anything wrong?
Well, Edwin Andrade Ramos is an El Salvadorian national and now charged with serious bodily injury to a child, which is a first-degree felony. I did check also with CPS, and the agency told me it has had no involvement with this particular family. Steve.
All right, Calvert, let's talk about Ramos. You reported that, according to the mom, she says he broke her nose in August, and that's that family violence charge, but he was just arrested for that this week. What's the holdup there in that process?
Well, right. According to court records that show that the incident about over the broken nose happened in August, well, she did apparently go to the hospital, but said that her nose was broken by a ball. And it was 6 weeks later that she actually called police to report it, but never followed up. So the case was closed in October. It was only this week that investigators learned of that broken nose incident. They arrested Ramos on Wednesday for that, and then while he was in custody, added this injury to a child charge. So that would, depending on what the district attorney determines, that charge could potentially be elevated to murder, but that is all going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks as the DA takes over that case.
Okay, all kind of came together this week. All right, Calvert Collins at Arlington Police Headquarters, thanks.